Damn it, I thought I started like right on time with nothing wrong. And here I had my mic muted. Fuck! Fuck! Unavoidable hag scuff. What's up? Donis! Oh my god, you're here every time. You fucking rock, dog. You fucking rock, dog. Hello! Is my music too loud? I think I'm getting a hang of where my voice should be and where the music should be. My first couple ones were a little quiet, but you know, live and learn, you know. You know. I reheated my coffee. Everybody's gone. I spent all day in bed, so I better fucking be well rested. I'm really looking forward to see where the hell this game goes, you know. Visual novels is not really skill-based, but it can be engaging if the storyteller is good enough, and I think this one's pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. And I did kind of get a spoiler while I was looking for thumbnail pictures, so I think it's about to get a whole lot better. Let's just say. I'm excited to figure out who the woman with black hair is. I have a feeling she has nothing to do with the doll girl. And I want to know if there's any other girls, because I saw some photos of girls that don't look like the ones that are currently involved. So, pretty stoked to figure that out too, because I do like to collect waifus. It's my favorite part of a visual novel. Even if the goal isn't to fuck them. You know, they'll lose points for that, but it's not my 100% mission objective, you know? Here, let me fire up Steam real quick, because even though I told you I was prepared, I really was not. Oh, I bought Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium was on sale, and then for like $11, all the Bioshocks. So I got all the Bioshocks. That's pretty exciting. And Disco Elysium I've wanted to play for a while. So I got that too. Yippee! I treat myself. But now I don't have liquor money, and today I want to drink, which is the saddest part. Nono spent her booze money on games. So I gotta fight with every fiber of my being not to break out my credit card and get some liquor. I really want to drink. Sorry. This isn't my diary. I know. Being an addict's hard, you know. I do love drinking. Okay, game is fired up, so if you hear some crossfire in the sound, that's why. It might be louder than the music. Anybody out there, you wanna sign in, help me out, make sure the levels are okay? Roll call, who's there? Is there anybody out there? Whoa. Definitely louder than the music was. How's that? How's that? Is that good? I'm assuming it's good. Since no one's saying anything. Ooh, I'm so alone. Ooh. Okay, so now I got that set up. Got the ooky spooky music going. Can I change this to Iwaihime? Yippee! Here we are. Thanks, poop, boop, 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 boo. Thank you. I really appreciate the feedback. And now I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna get smaller. And then, oh shit, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Give me a second. I'm gonna snap this shit to my face because it keeps changing sizes. Then I'm gonna go over here. And you know what time it is. It's bangers time, baby. Nice and cozy. Wow, 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 wow. I like this little bangers thingy. I want one that's got a little Kappa hat on it. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, I just had a genius idea. Give me a second. Give me a second. This is very important, you see. Bloop. Don't look at me, I'm bald. Oh God. No, no brim. Ah. Wait. I'm stuck. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. Okay. No brim. Okay. Bam. You didn't see me bald, okay. This one's fucky. Goodbye, puddle. I love you. We're gonna get a new puddle. Whee. Puddle. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. It is now Kappa blanket. Oh, it's balancing on my head. Okay. That's so stupid. I don't. That explains a lot. Alright! He. I wonder if I could get. Wait. I'm not satisfied with that. Don't look at my giant Kappa pedal, okay? I'm very insecure about its size. Yes, okay. Lock that. Lock that. Like that. And I'll lock this to this. I win! I'm the smartest. Okay, bangers. One's on the desk. Large and in charge. I've upgraded my blankie. Oh, I should do the blue one. You know what? Fuck it. It's not a sombrero. I am not a lombre. Okay. Mi lombre. Mi capalombre. How is my Hispanic accent there? Poo-poo. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good for not having a single Mexican in Canada. Anyway. Iwaihime. Part 3. Wow. Ooh, that felt really loud. Quick load. 30 January 4th. Okay. Right? No. Okay, that is where we were. I don't trust the system. The system! Arriba! Okay, we're in an idle flashback. This is probably why I was like, okay, we're not playing this anymore. We must be fresh of mind, spirit, and body. Okay, we have arrived. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. Back in the day before the collapse of the bubble economy, individual idols were raised with care. But gradually trends shifted towards idol units such as Kitty Cat Club and AKB Musume. And I threw it on the ground. Instead of being raised with care, they now had to fight against each other. In that sense, my Cleaning Princess act was beyond lucky. It was rare to be raised with such care as an individual these days. But things were different now. The staff, stage lights, and everyone's eyes would no longer be focused on me alone. I had to survive and stand out amongst the group to be acknowledged. I was Vidya Kurusu, the new me who graduated and been reborn from Magical Lily. Hello, everybody! We'll take on every challenge head first and live our lives to the fullest. Flower High School desu! Nowadays, the idol war was comprised of powerful warring fiefdoms. Fuck is a fiefdom? Is this too loud? They're like screaming. I'm just gonna... Okay. Yeah, it should make them chill a bit. Countless units were born and died without ever making names for themselves. But just the same, they all strive to be the next AKB Musume or Momoiro Club or A. Flower High School was just one of those units. They were an all-female high school student group that was fit perfectly into the category of passable, right between the majors and the underground groups. Their selling point was their intense dancing, which members did until they could go no longer. Some even collapsed. Holy shit. It was overkill, but their sincere devotion to the task had made the rounds on the internet, resulting in a major boost of popularity recently. Idol's fainting compilation. Nom nom nom. Eager to take advantage of the situation and hit it big, the agency grown abuzz with the notion of auditioning even new members. It was among many candidates that Lydia Kurusu, former Magical Lily, was selected. Today is the day we introduce our brand new classmate. You all know, don't you? That's right, it's her. I used to watch her on TV all the time as a kid. I looked up to her. So we'd like to introduce the former Magical Lily, Lydia Kurusu. Come on down. Today's event featured several not so quite major idol units. Here, fans of different groups could interact. Popular units would get more fans as unpopular units were weeded out. And that was only natural in this world. I wouldn't be buried. I would persevere as Lydia Kurusu. Oh, she's got a new outfit. Hello, everyone pumped up? Lily! Yeah! I returned as Lydia Kurusu, Flower High's latest transfer student. Make our hearts squeaky clean. Lily, magical Lily. Lydia fans sure are passionate. Magical Lily really is in a league of her own. I'll have you know I'm no longer the princess of Cleaning Land. That princess is now all grown up and she's ready to show off her grown-up charms. Ooh. Lily! Lily! I wondered if Susahara was somewhere amongst that massive crowd. I'd given him a VIP ticket, so he should have been able to skip all the lines. What do you think? See how excited all these people are? Then again, he was a tough customer. I doubted he'd be swayed by other people's enthusiasm. It was strange. I'd been on the stage so many times that I'd stopped having nerves over it long ago. Yet my heart was pounding so hard over one boy amidst the sea of countless heads. I still didn't know what I saw in him. He seemed kind, yet it was also remorseless in pointing out the truth. Perhaps I'd never met anyone like him before. Was that why he made my heart go aflutter? I thought I was the sadist type, but maybe I was a masochist all along. I discovered a new side of myself. Ooh, S&M mentioned? Ah, these high schoolers are freaky, man. We are Flower High School! Best of wishes to our newest classmate. We'll all be at the booth after this, where you can buy our new single. Everyone who purchases a copy gets to handshake with a member of their choice. Yeah! Hakusho! Hakusho! You get those little 5-second tickets and you get to touch their flesh. We'll be waiting here. Be sure to stop on by. Give me a second here. Yeah! Li 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 magica li li li. I like how they say that. Li 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 li. Li 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 li. Several other rival units came to the stage after. Flower High left the stage after announcing my debut and our new song to commemorate it. We took a short break before we had to head for our booth. Helping sell our single and shaking the customers' hands at the booth were very important jobs. A customer could shake the hand of one member per purchased CD. The agency was counting the exact number we each got, of course, which would influence who took the center position. Well, I already had a sense for the hierarchy. I wasn't naive. I knew it would be uphill struggles. I had to work hard to keep my smile up and remember the faces of everyone who shook my hand. It would be all over if they started thinking I was rude or arrogant. I had to treat them like kings so I could attract the other members' fans one by one by one. Conniving little cunt. Thank you for buying our single! Yatta! Who would you like a handshake from? Chi all the way, please! I've supported you for so long, Lily! I please. Lily, please, shake my hand! Hey Lily, you really are popular. You got another request. Sure thing. Thank you for buying our single. Lily, please use your sparkle magic. She cannot escape this shtick. Holy shit. Hee 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 hee. With my sparkle magic, I'm gonna make you squeaky clean. I love you so much, big brother. I want to make your heart happy, happy, happy. This king, oh my god, he's in his streetwear. I've come to show my support. Greato! Greato-kun has returned. Oh wow, you're here too. I'm so happy. I couldn't say it back at school, but here I can. Please use your sparkle magic on me. Oh, what am I gonna do with you, Natsuya? Yeah, with my sparkle magic, I'll make my crazy big brother Natsuya's heart squeaky clean. Greato! Fuck yeah. It was a Flower High School rule to go all out until you collapsed. And that was why I had to give the fans what they wanted, even if it killed me. I put on my best smile to show my new self to all these who'd supported me since I was a magical girl Lily. To stand out in the hardcore fans who brought enough copies to shake each member's hands. And to make those who picked the new members out of the curiosity fall for me for real. Thank you so much. I'll keep doing my best, so please support us. Lily, I bought 5 CDs. Please give me 5 handshakes. Wow, you're so popular. That's the power of Magical Lily for you. My popularity today was a welcoming ceremony for the new member. Some of these fans would be satisfied to have met me just once in their lives. That wasn't good. Ideally, I'd want them to keep coming back. You have to make a zealous fan out of them. My cat has arrived and she's napping against my mic. So if you hear her, that's my cat. In that sense, the other members' fans were all passionate zealots who came back for more. Magical Lily's fans just came to celebrate her long-awaited return. They hadn't necessarily been converted into Lidia Kurusu fans. I wondered again if Susuhara was there. I felt like knowing he would be motivating. Idols work hard for everyone's sake. That's a rule that's set in stone. But a part of me wondered if it was okay to work hard just for Susuhara's sake, at least until he acknowledged the new me, that is. Oh no, I can't think about this sort of thing on the job. I hope Susuhara comes by soon. I could tell he was probably in line. After all, there'd be a bond between us since long before we've met. Just then, I felt like I picked up on his signal. And then there he was. Stood out like a sore thumb in a line, clearly not used to these sorts of events. Oh, did our eyes just meet? Yeah, yes, they did. In that case, you should probably stay away from me as well. Because apparently I'm corrupted too. But why would he have said that to me? No, this isn't the time. I had to focus on work that was before me. Thank you for buying our single. Who would you like a handshake from? Lily, please. Sure. My inner child! Oh my god, it's my inner child. Sure thing. The inner child is speaking for me. Thank you for choosing me, mister. The little girl ran in front and behind. It was me, Lily? Cleaning Princess Magical Lily? Huh? Is this another hallucination? Is this another schizo dream from the meat? Lily, I've supported you for so many years. Ah, thanks. You're the best big brother ever. There are people on the internet who said you fell from grace. But Magical Lily's spark will live on forever in my heart. Goodbye, Magical Lily's a total hag after 3 years, my wife. Is this like an internet, like, is this a YouTube video title? Goodbye. Magical Lily's a total hag after 3 years. My waifu. Average wotage response. Holy fuck. Otakus are wild on the internet. Who do Magical Lily's fans even think they are? Lily's totally out of the place. She looked really pissed off too. What's she even doing in Flower High? Her dance is totally out of sync. Who the hell is that She-Hulk? They should just kick her out already. There are trolls out on the internet, but I'll always support you, Magical Lily. No matter how much you change, I'll always love you. This hurts me. This hurts me. I'm old. No. People say you're a fossil and past your prime, but don't let that bother you. I'm not worried at all. After all, I'm the Princess of Cleaning Land. Ah! 1, 2, 3. Pika pika magic de. With my sparkle magic. I will make your heart squeaky clean. Yeah! Magical Lily! More and more people just asking for Lily. But no one's asking for Lidia Kurusu. Oh geez, it's not easy being popular. Hey, that's my spot. Get out of the way, you washed up old hag. I'm Magical Lily, Princess of Cleaning Land. I'm gonna make your heart squeaky clean. Punch that little bitch. Sweet. I love an inner child battle. And you're the carcass that used to be me. Carcass? Why, you little... Look at my body. I'm the little sister everyone wishes they can have. I'm cute as a button, and with just a touch of mischief in my heart. She's admitting her bratdom. Lily Brat confirmed. I know I'm so dainty. I look like I'd break if you hugged me. And I'm so gosh darn cute. You can't help but want to anyway. I knew those words. I had said them all in my head long ago. I'm so petite. I'm so petite and tiny. Ooh. But look at you. What can you say about your own body? It's like a monster. Magical Lily's a princess forever. Just get lost already, you hag. You're supposed to love hags, okay? Hag love. This is a PSA. Love hags. We're on the edge of a building ready to jump. With my sparkle magic, I'm gonna make this hideous monster squeaky clean. Oh my god, she's cleaning me! Ah, I'm being cleansed.
Lily, 大丈夫？立ちくらみ？
Lily, are you okay? Have you been standing too long? Can you hear my cat snoring? She's like against the microphone. Oh, I know! This is a hate crime. How dare I choose to read this? You've been working yourself to the bone. Why don't you take a break?
ありがとうございます。握手は誰をご指名なさいますか？
Thank you. Who would you like a handshake from?
クルス、リリアさんね。
Lidia Kurusu. Wow. That was the first time today anyone had called me Lidia Kurusu. Susuhara.
見てたよ。
I was watching you.
踊り。すごい頑張ってたね。
That was some great dancing. Susuhara.
君もリリーとは違う。新しいクルスリリアを
Today you showed me a brand new Lidia Kurusu.
しっかり見せてもらったからね。
Completely different from Lily. Wow, go moe moe screen. My eyes were so fogged up with tears I couldn't see anything. I knew there was something special about Susuhara. I didn't care if others didn't understand. As long as he did, that's all I needed. I shook his hand. Susuhara's hand was cool. But when I held it, I felt something frozen in my heart begin to thaw. This is my husband. Husband. He's right there. He's so close. Anyway. Well, if it isn't Susuhara, you're here too, huh?
いやー、夏くん。こんなところで会えるとは思わなかったよ。
Ah, Natsu, I didn't think I'd see you here.
誰目当てで来たんだ？やっぱリリアちゃんか？
Who'd you come to watch? Was it Lydia? Was it Lydia? Wasn't it? It was
マジカルリリーの
Lydia.
良さをこれほど短時間で気づくとは。さすがスハラ、グレイトな男だぜ。
I can't believe you came around to Magical Lily so quickly. You really are the great man I took you for. Great!
リリアちゃん、頑張ってたね。
Lydia sure worked hard, didn't she?
ダンスもキレッキレだったよな。さすがはマジカルリリーだぜ。
And her dance was out of this world. That's Magical Lily for you.
ところでさ、シングルってどこで売ってるの？
By the way, where do I buy the single?
あ
What?
お前まだシングル買ってねえのかよ。グレイト。
What, you haven't even bought one yet? How ungreat of you!
リリアちゃんに挨拶していきたくてさ。さっきから迷子になってるんだよ。
I just wanted to say hi to Lydia, and now I'm totally lost.
ススハラを迷子にさせるとはな。この会場は実にグレイトだぜ。
This place must be great. If you of all people got lost in it, this place must be great!
俺が案内してやるよ。こっちだぜ。
Excuse me. I'll show you the way. Come with me.
あれこっちだったかな。あれあれ
It's behind you, idiot. Wait, was it this way? No,
ね？
I can see it. It's right there. It's fucking right there, you retard. See, it's easy to get lost, isn't it? For you idiots, yeah. Fuck. What the fuck? We're back in Lydia's house. Late at night, my phone started glowing. I didn't know the number, but I had my suspicions.
はい。
Hello?
ススハラです。
It's
夜
Susuhara.
遅くにごめんね。
Sorry for calling so late.
なんか予感してましたから。
Oh, it's no trouble. I had a feeling it'd be you, you know. For a moment, I wondered how Susuhara got my number. But I didn't feel the least bit unsettled. After all, I wanted to know what his number was too.
何でしょうか。
So, what is it? Good question. What a weirdo. But it sounded like he had me figured out entirely. After all, I was the one who had a business with him. But I couldn't think of what it was. No, that wasn't it. Maybe I just felt like I didn't need any silly reason to talk to him.
カーテン開けてみて。
Why don't you take a look out the window?
カーテン。
Hi, Whole Horse. Hi, John R.
私の部屋のですか。
Hey, Maxers. I mean, maybe not that far. Just be cool with hags. Don't insult them. Be nice to hags. We're on the brink of killing ourselves at any moment. How is your morning? It's 7 p.m. Oh! Hi, Kiwami. Now I know why it's morning. The window. Wait, you mean mine? I stood up and opened the nearby curtain. I saw the residential district blanketed by the night, same as always. But there was a familiar face underneath the streetlight in front of the house.
散歩でもどうかなって思って。
I was wondering if you'd like to go on a walk with me.
男の人に真夜中のお散歩を誘われたなんて初めてで戸惑ってます。
This is the first time a boy's ever invited me on a midnight stroll. I don't know what to say. She's gonna get murdered, dog.
リリアちゃんがしたいかなって思って。
I figured you might like to.
そうですね。私もそんな気分でした。
You're right, I would. There's a lot of words for such a short sentence. Oh, she's fully clothed and everything. When I look back on this event, I realize I should have questioned it a little more. Oh, she is gonna get murdered. I never told anyone my phone number, to say nothing of my cell number. It wouldn't have taken much thought to realize he shouldn't have known it. But at that time, he was all I could think about. Oh, she's blinded by the dick. Suzuhara understood me completely. But, so, I didn't find anything strange about him knowing my number. You know what they say about something being blind? I was so devoted myself. And so I devoted myself to that thing that looked like Suzuhara. It's the meat. Without finding anything odd about it. But don't get me wrong, Suzuhara. It's not like I trusted your doppelganger specifically. I trusted it because I thought it was you. She got the dick fog. She got the dick fog. No, it was probably only me. We talked about a lot. I felt I could tell him anything. We shared several nights like that. He knew the more I vented, the better I felt. But all I vented about were my own weaknesses. The more I admitted them, the more I became addicted to him, like a drug. Eventually, I came to depend on the thing that resembled Suzuhara in every fiber of my being. Before him, I was no more than a little girl bearing her weakness and unleashing her troubles. I told him everything and believed whatever he said without a question. But I didn't mind if he thought I was weak.
きっとリリアちゃんはまだ迷ってると思うんだ。
I think you're still trying to make up your mind if you ask me. About what?
クルス・リリアとして新しい出発をするか、
Whether to make a new start as Liria Kurusu
それとも
or
マジカルリリーで居続けることを選ぶか。
to keep existing as Magical Lily.
それができたら 初から苦しまなかったです。
It wouldn't hurt nearly as much if I could decide that easily.
そうだよね。
True. By no means did I hate Magical Lily. She brought me to the height of my popularity, the manifestation of the first and last stroke of luck in my life. I didn't want to let go of her if I didn't have to. What I really wanted was to stay Magical Lily forever.
体はどんどんこんな醜い姿に。
But my body just keeps getting uglier and uglier. Hi, Pizza Man. Oops.
ブクブク脂肪がついて
She hit puberty and now she thinks she's a fucking monster. That's so
こんな
real.
に醜くなって。
My breasts and hips just keep getting fatter and more grotesque by the day. She misses her lolly bod. Aw, Pookie.
こんな体にならなきゃずっとリリーでいたかった。
I didn't want this either. I could have stayed Lily forever if it weren't for this awful body of mine.
正直に言えたね。
So there is the truth.
偉いよ、リリア。
I'm proud of you, Lydia. That was the first time he said my name so tenderly. It felt so good. Like we'd grown closer than ever before. I felt tears run down my cheeks.
マジカルリリーには戻れない。
I can't go back to being Magical Lily.
応援してくれたみんなが劣化だのババア化だのノッポだの。
All of my old fans say such horrible things about me now.
私はクルスリリアに生まれ変わらなければならないのよ。
And that's why I have to be reborn as Lydia Caruso.
戻れる方法があるとしたら、
If there was a way you could go back,
リリアは試してみたい。
would you take it? Huh? What? It didn't sound like he was just spouting nonsense then. I knew that if it were possible, I wanted to do it more than anything. That's right. You must have been waiting for me to say that.
それは
What is it?
君は信じてくれるかな。いや、いくらなんでも無理だよね。
Would you even believe me? I doubt it. It's far too preposterous.
何ですか。もったいぶらないで見せてください。
What is it? Please tell me. Oh, he's got the substance. Oh, the substance. This game came out years ago. As if they knew about this. Wait, the movie stole the idea. Ooh, lawsuit. Ooh. He took something out of his pocket and showed it to me. It was a small black bottle. No, I only thought it was a black bottle. Upon closer inspection, I realized it was the contents that were. They swayed back and forth when Sushihara shook the bottle. Fine grains like sands in the hourglass.
何ですかそれ。
What is that?
インドのずっと北の少数部族に伝わるとても珍しい薬草の粉末なんだ。
It's a fine powder made of extremely rare medicinal plants passed between a few select tribes in the northern reaches of India.
その部族では知恵者である長老を
Oh fuck yeah, we're suing boys,
あ
we're
る飛
suing.
躍を使っていたんだって。
Those tribes use a secret medicine to keep their elderly sages alive for longer.
それが
And this is it.
延命の
It extends your life.
その
It doesn't
噂が
stop your
古代
puberty
中
though.
国です不老不死の薬と語られたこともあるんだそうだよ。
It seems rumors of a medicine that bestowed eternal youth and life made their ways to ancient China as well.
さすがに不死の効果はないよ。人は必ずいつか死ぬ定めなんだから。
But it can't give you eternal life. All humans are fated to die someday.
でも
However,
不老の効果は 本物なんだ。
The youth part is true.
不老って老いないってことですか？
You mean you won't age?
全身の細胞を活性化させ、長老の老化を食い止めることができたんだって。
It can stimulate the body's cells to hold back the aging process.
でも、もともと全身の細胞が
Beanie, why
す
you
でに
snore
老
so
化してい
loud?
る人にはその程度の効果しかないけれど、
That's the only effect it has on the elderly.
若者が摂取すると
Ooh.
若返りの効果があるんだ。
But if someone young were to take it, it reverses their aging process. Oh, we're gonna be a lolly again. Ooh, lolly buddy. No way. That was the first thing that came to my mind, but I didn't say it. Because if I did, my last hope would be gone forever.
嘘なんかじゃないよ。ちゃんと聞く。証拠もあるんだ。
It's not impossible. I have proof.
誰か試したんですか？
Has someone tried it? The lolly juice. Yes. Yes.
僕がその証拠だよ。
That someone was me. I'm actually 45. Huh?
僕はいくつくらい？
Tell me, how old do I look to you? I understood what he was implying, but that would mean
普通の高校生に見えます。
like a high schooler.
違うんですか？
Is that wrong?
僕の本当の年齢はもっともっと上なんだ。
The truth is, I'm far older than that. What? That couldn't be. Suzuhara had a baby face. He could definitely pass for a middle schooler. Actually, had we not met at high school, I'm almost certain I would have mistaken him for one. Suzuhara whispered his true age to me, but that would make him older than my father? I just couldn't believe it.
僕はもうすごい未熟児として生まれてね。半年は生きられないと言われてたんだ。
This is stupid. Okay. I was born very early, you see. My parents were told I wouldn't last half a year.
幸いにも1歳の誕生日を迎えられたけれど、病院で管につながれたままの寝たきりだったよ。
Fortunately, I made it to my first birthday and I had to stay in the hospital on life support the whole time.
もちろん保育園も無理だし、学校なんてとんでもない。
Naturally, I couldn't go to kindergarten, much less a regular
ず
school.
っと来年までは生きられないと言われ続けて、それを繰り返してずっと生きてきたんだよ。
I kept getting told that I wouldn't make it to the end of the year, yet I kept surviving at every turn. Normally, you'd just write this off as nonsense. But though it sounded unbelievable, I found myself accepting his story. I told him everything about myself, so I wanted to accept everything he told me about himself, no matter how strange it sounded.
幸いにも僕は成人してから少しずつ健康になっていってね。
Fortunately, I grew healthier once I approached adulthood.
20代の頃には少し病弱な程度の普通の体になっていたよ。
By my 20s, my body was normal and only slightly weaker than average.
僕は保育園にも小学校にも通ったことがない。
But I never got to attend kindergarten or
誰
grade
もが当たり
school.
前に通ったはずの学校。そこに通えなかったことは僕にとってあまりに悲しいことだった。
I was so sad I couldn't live the way my peers had.
当たり前の子供時代をぽっかりと失って大人になってしまったんだ。
I lived to be an adult, but at the cost of my childhood.
そんな時、偶然この飛躍に出会ったんだよ。
It was at that time I happened across this medicine.
じゃあ
Ow!
先輩は
Did some fucking
それを飲んで
Chinese store just fabricate in the middle of an alley like fucking like gremlins? some Some random Indian dude just sold you this at the off a cart in the middle of the night during one of your night walks. That's so. She's so stupid. How is she falling for this shit? Then that means you took it and became young again? Fucking delusional bitch. Yes.
おかげで小学校、中学校、そして高校の生
Why
活を
would you want to go to
こうして
school?
送ることができたんだよ。
Thanks to that, I've been able to attend grade school, middle school, and now high school.
信じられない。
Dude, he bought the mogwai, dude. Now he's trying to feed me the mogwai. After midnight, no less. Does that mean I become a gremlin? That's unbelievable.
一度きりの生を普通に送りたかっただけなんだ。
I just wanted to live a normal life.
生まれつきの体質で
She's so young. What kind of color would you call that hair color? It makes me think of dishwater. You know? It's got a dishwatery color to it. My body might have stolen that from me, but this medicine gave me a second chance.
だからこの薬は僕にはもう不要なんだ。
Then, I don't know. Maybe Lollipocalypse has a different origin story than Dokuro-chan. It was the kid from Gremlins getting sold the lolly juice instead. He did Lollipocalypse. So I no longer needed it. Then
それを
you'll... Yes.
君さえ良ければあげるよ。
I'll give it to you if that's what you want. He gave me the bottle. Can you believe it? I was holding a medicine too fantastic for most fairy tales. But if this was a dream, I didn't want to wake up. Because with this, I could have my adorable body back. She's fetishizing herself as a child. It's so weird. The one that made me Lily, and everyone knew her and loved her. Ooh, lolly juice! Lolly juice! Chat. Type 1 if I should drink the lolly juice. Would you like me more? Type 1 if No should drink the lolly juice. Okay, but that, of course, was a total lie. Just how crazy was I to believe in it? Sorry, my cat's snoring, by the way. A medicine that turned back the biological clock. That sort of thing would have made international news ages ago if it was real. Oh, I want to drink the lolly juice. Oh, I want to get that cunny money. Huh? You think it's sadder that I thought you had a baby face? Sorry. But I could never have dreamed he was lying. Because I trusted you. That was why I took that shady medicine without a question. And then she passed out. It was roofies. She was roofied. I decided to use it right away, just like he told me to. I would cleanse myself in the bathroom, then put a little bit of the powder on my palm. Smooth black grains quickly melted into an ink in my warm hands. When I poked it with my finger, I saw it was pure liquid. No matter how much I stirred it, it remained the same inky black. So I covered my hands with it. My palms became pitch black. She's doing blackface, chat. Not like the darkest of ink. Resolving myself, I covered my belly with it. The darkness never faded, no matter how much I spread it around. Just as Susuhara had said, even just a little bit was enough to cover my whole body. Eventually, I looked into the mirror to discover I looked like a jet black mannequin. Only my eyes still held a shine, making me look like a monster peeking out from the darkness. She's doing dishwater face. She's cosplaying the Help. But I couldn't let it bother me. I was already enough of a monster as it was, so nothing that happened to my body could faze me anymore. But I was only jet black at first. Just as he told me, the color started to fade, like it was being sucked into my body. The black faded away with each passing moment, and after a few minutes, it was gone like it'd never been there to begin with. I ran my finger across my skin, only to feel something twitching underneath it. I didn't find it strange at all. I figured the lymph circulation must be improving my metabolism, yeah. He was right.
私
I'm changing. I felt the change right away, right the next morning. It wasn't much, but I can tell since I looked in the mirror every day.
私
I'm
幼くなってる
getting younger. Ooh, lolly juice.
それはすごいね。ほんの数日で実感できるくらいに変化があるなんて。
That's incredible. I didn't expect you to actually feel change in just a few days.
先輩と違って私現役 JK ですんで
Unlike you, I'm high school aged.
細胞が若いから僕よりもずっと効きがいいんだろうね。
Then it's probably having a stronger effect on you since your cells are younger.
毎日続けていけばもっともっと
It's gonna turn into a
若返れるんですよね
I'll get younger and younger if I use this every day, right?
でももうもらった分がなくなっちゃいました
But I've already ran out.
大丈夫だよ。持ってきてるから。
Don't worry, I have more.
次は肌になじませたら内側からなじませないといけない。
Once your skin gets used to it, you need to get used to it on the inside too.
でも今度は少し刺激が強いと思うよ。
But I think the kick's gonna be a little harder this time.
内側からなじませるって
Hmm.
どうやるんです
So what does it involve?
そんな難しいことじゃないよ。僕が教えてあげるから。
It's not that hard. I'll show you. Ooh, is it injection? No, no. Anal suppository.
でも若い分きっと反動が強いと思うんだ。
However, I think the side effects will get stronger the younger you get.
痛いとかうずくとかその程度なら全然平気です
I could take a few aches and pains if that is all it involves.
体の根本を作り直すからね。しばらく風邪に似た症状が出るかもしれない。
You're rebuilding the foundation of your body, so you might have symptoms similar to a cold for a while.
熱が出たような感じで少しふらついたから。
Back then when I did it, I used to get dizzy from the fever.
それくらい全然
That's nothing.
じゃあやり方を教えるよ。
Then I'll tell you how to use it. Ooh, the shine left his eyes. He's all dead fish mode. I was such an idiot. Actually, took that mysterious power as told. And then I put it inside me this time too? But actually felt like I was getting younger. I believed that I could return to my heyday as magical girl Lily. And I could show you just how special I was. Just as Susuharu told me, I put the powder into a tube-shaped piece of rolled-up paper and put it into my mouth. She did a fucking parachute? Ah, I used to do MDMA like that. In hindsight, I think that thing was smiling when he saw me do it. Like he knew he'd drag me into something from which I could never turn back.
吸ってみて。むせないような気をつけて。
Just breathe it in. Be careful not to choke on it. It's just like when I did MDMA. Just kidding. Into the sinuses. Brother! We are the same, brother.
I hadn't felt anything when I applied it to my skin, but this time I felt immediately dizzy. I ignored it and continued to inhale, and before long, I felt heat building up inside of me as though my chest were on fire. That's your titty shrinking. I was a bit dazed, like when you spend too much time in the bath. Not even the spiced sake I'd had for New Year's made me feel like this. Suzuhara was right to say that I had a lot more kick, if just inhaling a little was enough to cause all this. By the time I'd finished taking the entire dose, my body was burning up inside badly, and I wanted to throw my clothes off. He told me that was the sign my cells were working to make me younger.
Ooh, the substance.
Even after I went to bed and closed my eyes, the fire in my chest didn't fade. Quite the opposite. I felt aches different from the pounding of my heart, along with something coursing through my body. It was like I had a swarm of worms crawling through my lymph nodes and blood vessels. Normally I'd be disgusted by the sensation, but I saw it as a sign my body was trying to turn young.
Ooh.
By the next morning, I couldn't get out of bed anymore. I had a high fever and my body was swollen, my joints ached. My mother said it was probably a cold and scolded me for going too far on my nightly walks. But I couldn't afford to stop my secret meetings with Suzuhara. There was a precise dosage and it's so involved, and I couldn't take it without his instructions. I had to keep this going until I got Magical Lily's girl body back.
Ooh, magical girl lily body, ooh.
I stayed in bed with a high fever through the day, snuck out when I was feeling a little better at night, and had Suzuhara give me the medicine. This routine went on for several days. My parents told me to go to the hospital, but I didn't want a doctor to order me to stop, so I skipped it in secret. My face in the mirror looked haggard. However, I was convinced this was a part of the process of destroying my monstrous body from within.
Ooh, the lolly juice.
So then 1 week had passed since I'd started taking this medicine. By this point I was starting to get vertigo in addition to the high fevers, and it was a struggle just to get out of bed. I figured my parents would call an ambulance if I made a fuss, so I put up with it all no matter how hard it got. Once my rendezvous time with Suzuhara drew near, I forced myself up despite all the pain. My fever was so bad that day I could barely move. But my phone was beeping to let me know the time to meet Suzuhara had come, so I hurried onward. I had started seeing the world as mushy and distorted. It felt like it was pulsating from time to time. I couldn't even tell if I was walking on my own 2 feet or if I was rolling about while still asleep. Even the handrail on the stairs I'd grown accustomed to had warped in my eyes, and so it took a lot of effort to get down the stairs without falling. Fortunately, my parents didn't notice, and I managed to get outside. Fortunately. An odd choice of words, isn't it? I'd have been much more fortunate if I'd collapsed then and there. Man, she's in addict mode. Been there, son, been there. Suzuhara. Sorry I'm late.
やっぱり若いから刺激が強いんだね。
Really is strong. It must be because you're so young. Huh?
どうした？
What's wrong?
おかしく
You look weird. Is it
The fever?
I knew that had to be Susuhara, but he looked very different. I figured that it must have been the fever messing up with my vision. But while his voice was the same, his body wasn't. It was like he was a big black shadow. You can't call them that.
Jeez. Oh shit. Yeah, he does look a little different.
He had long black hair that fell to the ground and horns that looked like withered branches growing out of his head. The dim glow from the streetlight didn't illuminate much, so I couldn't see the look of his face. But his voice still was Susuhara's, so I still believed that was him.
Oh, see, at this point, she's just stupid.
Tonight's dose of medicine will be the end. Oh my god. Afterwards, just rest. Let the time do the work and wait for your body to change. Susuhara's voice sounded odd from time to time. Something must have been up with my ears. I was in a daze and on the verge of collapse, but it was the last time, so I endured, figuring I could sleep all I wanted later. At Susuhara's urging, we sat down on the park's flower bed. And when we did, he opened his right hand and tilted his palm downward. Something seemed to flutter down from it. It was black and light like tiny feathers, but it reflected no light even under the glow of the streetlights. And then, what looked like black snow or soot began to rain down. Susuhara caught it in his left palm, forming a small mountain. He then kneaded into it with his hands, changing it to the shape of the fin tube. This was the last of the medicine? But this was the end of the line for me. I was dizzy, and I couldn't even trust what I was seeing. Susuhara must have realized that, because he took my hands and helped me. Go ahead, do your best. Yes, Susuhara. This is the last of the medicine. And once you inhale this, the cursed soot will spread throughout your whole body. And this will turn me back into magical Lily, right? Yeah. Now, inhale. I did as I was told. I inhaled it deep into my lungs. And when I did, my head filled with a burst of pure light. I was still dazed, but the sense of fatigue and suffocation that had plagued me cleared right up. It hit the peak. My week of penance must have finally borne fruit. And just then, I saw someone walking slowly out of the light. It was a little girl. It was me. Back in the good old days where I was petite and adorable. Tears of gratitude welled in her eyes, and she smiled appreciatively of me.
Them big ol' eyes. I'm gonna punch the shit out of this little bitch.
Thanks for working so hard to bring me back, old hag.
Old hag is going too far. And now we can get back Now we can finally get magical Lily back. Ooh woo.
あんたは私と一つになるの。
You and I will become one.
これで一番輝いてたあの頃を私たちは取り戻せるわ。
And with that, we can take back that time where we shined the brightest.
先輩
Will
認めてもらえるかな。
Susuhara acknowledge me?
もちろんだわ。私の微笑みに耐えられる男の子なんているわけないもん。
Of course you will. There's no guy out there who could resist my smile. Ooh.
それも鈴原先輩のためだけに微笑むの。
And it'll be a smile just for him.
みんなのリリーじゃない。先輩だけのリリーになるの。
I won't just be anyone's Lily anymore. I'll be Suzuhara's Lily and nothing else.
Ooh, a new yandere unlocked.
先輩のハートを私だけのものにできるんだから。
And then I can take his heart for my own. I just know it.
できるわ。
Yeah.
だってその姿こそが私の一番なんだから。
Yes, we can, because that body is the best I've ever had. Lily slowly embraced me. I hugged her back. I felt the heat of my chest merge with the one in hers.
あなたは私という体にできた吹き出物、ニキビみたいなもの。
You're a boil on my body, like a pimple.
それをきれいさっぱり落とせば本当の私の体に帰ることができる。
So once we pop her once and for all, I can finally return to my true self.
私の化け物みたいな体をきれいさっぱり落とせば元に。
Once we get rid of my body once and for all, I can go back to how I was.
もうお薬はすべて飲んだから、あとは寝て待つだけ。
You took all the medicine, so all that's left to do is sleep and wait.
それで私は蘇れるの。そして鈴夢お兄ちゃんだけの私になるの。
And then I'll be reborn and have Suzumu all to myself. Yeah.
早く私という吹き出物を消し去ってしまおう。
This body will fade away soon.
I have a feeling her inner child's just gonna murder her and replace her.
会いに行こう。
Yep, and then I'll go see him once I'm back to my adorable self. Stab, 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 stab. All of a sudden, I heard tires screeching as a car quickly took off. That sound brought me back to my senses, clearing some of the haze from my mind.
どうしたの？
What's wrong? Huh?
なんでもないです。急に頭がすっきりして。
It's nothing. My mind just became a lot clearer.
峠を越えたんだね。飛躍の効果が君の体の中に行き渡ったんだよ。
That means you've gotten past the hard part. The medicine's effects are spreading through your body.
もうあとは大丈夫。待つだけだよ。
Everything will be fine now. All you have to do is wait.
待つだけ。
All I have to do is wait.
待つだけで大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, you'll see. With those final words, the thing that looked like Susuhara faded into the darkness. I suddenly found myself worried. Oddly enough, the medicine had felt more real when it was causing my body to suffer. Now that it all cleared up, I wondered if its effects had already stopped working. But Susuhara said that it was spreading through my body. The effects that would purge the ugly boil that I was from Lily would soon arrive. And before the week had ended, I saw it happen. A few days after I was well enough to go back to school. Whoa.
アツタくん、おはよ
Morning, Atsuta.
挨拶なんてしてる場合じゃねえぜ。見たかよこれ。
This ain't the time for hellos. Look at this.
学校に週刊誌とか持ってきたら怒られるんじゃない？
The teachers are gonna get mad at you for bringing a magazine to school, you know.
う。あれクルスリリアってリリアちゃんの記事？
Huh? Lidia Kurusu? Is that an article about our Lidia? Flower High member Lidia Kurusu caught smoking at night? The former magical girl Lily, after a 3-year hiatus from the peak of her popularity, made headlines with her stunning return to the newest member of Flower High, only to be caught in a major scandal. The pure idol, now a delinquent smoker?
そんなわけないよ。リリアちゃんにタバコの匂いなんてしなか
Oh
った。
my god, it's just like what happened to iCargo in 2006.
That can't be right. I didn't smell any smoke on Lydia.
すごいね。匂いでわかるんだ。
Wow, you could tell by the smell?
リリアちゃんがタバコなんて吸うわけがねえ。絶対にガセだぜ。
There's no way in hell that Lydia would smoke. It's lies, all lies. Lydia Kurusu's stunning wanderlust caught smoking all alone at night in the park. Coming back into the limelight after the 3-year hiatus must have been stressful, sure, but she's still a minor. Even if she were an adult, it still would have been a shock to her fans to see the Princess of Cleaningland who smokes.
写真はリリアちゃん
Escándalo.
そっくりだね。
The girl in the photo is a dead ringer for Lydia.
全然似てねえよ。ちょっと似てるだけの別人に決まってるぜ。
No, she isn't. That must be someone who looks just like her. The photo appeared to have been taken with a zoom lens. It showed Lydia sitting all alone in the park late at night with what appeared to be a cigarette in her mouth. She was in casual clothes, so she was a far cry from the glamorous girl on stage. But there was no doubt that it was Lydia Kurusu herself.
What? What?
これは君
Escándalo.
本人で間違いないのか。
This is you, isn't it? Yes, the girl in the photo was unmistakably me. Come to think of it, I heard a car speeding off into the night that day. They must have been photographers or something. There was no way they'd believe me about the de-aging medicine even if I explained it. To an onlooker, all they saw was a cigarette. This is just, my lack of words was as good as a confession. But it wasn't a shock that rendered me speechless. The mist still clouding my head made this all feel worlds away. Because of that, I found the guidance counselor's interrogation tiresome. Somewhat exasperated, I decided to readily admit that I'd been smoking. As a result, I was suspended from the school. But I didn't really care anyway. School did nothing to help me sing and dance, and much less earn Susaharu's recognition. All that mattered was getting Lily's charm back. School was pointless compared to that. My mother gave me an earful back at home. She was sharp. She knew I would never do this on my own. Thus she demanded a name of the instigator for me. I didn't care about the rest, but hearing Susaharu get bad-mouthed would have angered me. So instead I gave her some sob story about how I was too stressed, that I felt trapped, that all the cruel comments on the internet had hurt too badly. For some reason, she apologized at the end, saying she must have driven me into a corner. She also apologized for not recognizing my efforts, but I wasn't interested. The only recognition I wanted was from Susaharu.
Yeah, fuck you, Mom.
Even the bigwigs at the agency gave me a hard time. They yelled at me for doing this on such a vital period for Flower High's future. Honestly, I didn't care about Flower High School anymore. So long as I can get Magical Girl Lily back, I would make it on my own. After much uproar, I was sentenced to an indefinite suspension from idol work. It seemed my name was promptly wiped from Flower High School's roster.
Ooh, she got blacklisted. Ooh. I need to adjust. My cat was napping on my hand though, so I gotta put my hand back to where it was because she looks mad. Okay, you may rest, my sweet princess. Perhaps the situation was a lot more serious than I thought. But I couldn't bring myself to give a damn about any of it. Back when I was Magical Lily, the agency had done nothing but cling to my shadow. Besides, I didn't want their recognition, just Susuhara's. A little burp trapped in there. My body felt like lead that night. My mother was crying in the living room. But I just didn't care at all. It all felt so disconnected. Just then, I got a visitor. Susuhara had come to see me. Normally, I would have been surprised that he'd come in without a knocking, but it didn't matter. Susuhara. The medicine is working beautifully. What do you mean? That ugly boil on you is falling off. Finally, then I understood. I was a boil, a pimple, a tumor, pus. That was why Lydia Kurusu had to wither and be erased. Yes, the medicine had taken effect all right. Because now, it was over for Lydia Kurusu, wasn't it?
そしたら私はリリーになれて先輩に認めてもらえるかな。
Then I can become Lily and earn your recognition.
そうだね。きっと認められるよ。
That's right. I know everyone will love you again.
元可愛らしい、愛くるしい、華奢で小さなあの体に戻れたらね。
Once you go back to being that adorable little angel that is.
早く戻って先輩に一番可愛かった時の姿を先輩に
I want to go back and show you when I was at my cutest.
私いつ戻れるんですか。
But when will that day come?
もうクルスリリアという海は出尽くしたと思います。
Lydia Kurusu has already wasted away by now.
いつリリーの体になれるんですか。
So when will I get Lily's body back?
これから始まるよ。
It won't be long now.
感じないかな。体の変化が。
Can you feel the change? I didn't notice because it was so faint, but I did indeed feel my body changing. My joints and blood vessels were throbbing.
君はこれからさなぎになるんだ。
Soon you will be a chrysalis. A chrysalis.
そして生まれ変わって帰ってくる。
And then you will be reborn anew as Lily. He was right. Though my body felt like it was melting on the inside, my skin felt dry and bulky. So this was it. I'm becoming a chrysalis. Susuhara sounded surprised. I looked around and noticed that the room had gone dark at some point, and then there were multiple red lights shining there. Those pinpricks in the darkness were all focused on their prey. They had Susuhara surrounded. I couldn't even begin to count how many there were.
なんだこいつらは。
What are these? Susuhara sounded panicked for the first time ever. I got the impression something terrifying was happening, but the haze in my head prevented me from connecting to it. The countless eyes shining in the darkness walked forward,
revealing their true forms. Ooh, babies. Look at all the babies.
They were Japanese dolls. The dolls shuffled and charged at Susuhara as though to devour him.
Stop it.
Susuhara's voice sounded distorted again. Perhaps all the death cries do. He started screaming, and I heard what sounded like thick leather being torn into pieces. The dolls were tearing off his skin. Something repulsive that I couldn't have ever possibly imagined where his innards squirmed in his place. At that moment, I finally understood. This thing wasn't Susuhara, just something that had been pretending to be him. It must have taken advantage of my weakness and donned his form, the form of my beloved, in order to approach me. The dolls gnawed into the monster's bleeding flesh and entrails and dragged them out. The fake Susuhara arrived as it changed into a pile of guts, which was amassed before the dolls. And when I saw that, I came to an epiphany. That thing had tricked me. You could never turn back the biological clock. I totally bought into its story and did whatever it told me. No, but then, did that mean I wouldn't go back to my old body? If so, then, what was the point of losing Riryakurusu?
Oh, wait, I'm in window capture. You keep seeing my Steam alerts, I'm sorry.
No. Oh, no mention. I was going to be turned into a chrysalis. And when I woke up, I'd be Lily again, yeah? The room around me had changed before I'd even knew it. It was white as an angel's feather. No, this wasn't my room. Where was I? My body felt funny. My skin was stiff and aching. It hurt. It hurt when I moved my arms. It was only natural. After all, there was a thick needle connected to tubes stuck into it. An IV was dripping from the other end, so this was the hospital then. I felt something large laying next to my head. When I turned to look, I was surprised to find a Japanese doll there. It was new, a beautiful doll that had been well groomed. It made sense. No wonder I had a weird dream with this thing in my bed.
Toy! Oh, yay! Kurokami! Kurokami, yay! Look at how cute she is. Kurokami appreciation. Ooh, look at her. Look at her. Ah! Ooh, wait. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. She's so baby. Okay. Oh, she's busted.
潰れるかと思いました。
I almost had a heart attack there. Kurokami had been standing next to my bed the whole time, watching me. I was surprised, but the pain fatigue and disorientation I felt far outweighed that.
ここはどこでしょう？
Where are we?
病院。
The hospital. Perhaps I should have been more surprised. I was holding an intelligible conversation with Kurokami.
この人形、まさかお見舞いのつもりですか？
This doll. Did you actually come to visit me?
そのままにしておいて。
Leave it there.
結構です。お人形さんと添い寝はとっくに卒業してますんで。
No, thank you. I moved on from sleeping with dolls a long time ago. Ow. I tried to push the doll away, but even the slightest movement filled me with sharp pain. It seemed it'd be easiest on me if I laid there and did nothing. Like that doll.
どうして私は病院なんかに。
Why am I in the hospital?
お前はもう死ぬから。
Because you're going to die. Huh?
だから言った。あいつは汚れてるから近寄るなと。
I warned you. I told you he was corrupted. To stay away from him.
だったら
No! You!
僕にも
You!
近づかない方がいい。
You! Man touching. No, not on my stream. We don't touch men. Yuckers!
Then maybe you better stay away from me too. After all, I'm corrupted apparently.
どうして先輩
Why
が汚
are
れてるんで
you
すか？
corrupted?
さあね。でも
No
さっき
idea,
会った
but
黒髪
that's
さん
what
が
Kurokami said when I was saw her earlier.
僕は汚れているから
She told me not to approach her again because I was corrupted.
不幸が訪れ
Said
る。
that I would bring misfortune.
わけわかんない。
I don't understand.
なんで鈴原先輩に近づいちゃいけないんですか？
Why should I stay away from Susuhara?
あれはすすにまみれてる。
He's smeared in the soot.
は？
I'm sorry, what?
私たちを惑わす呪いはすすを求めるから。
The curse seeks soot, so it deceives us.
わけわかんない上に余計なお世話です。
First you start talking nonsense and now you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
私のことはどう言おうと勝手ですけど、先輩の悪口はやめてください。
Say whatever you like about me, but please don't speak ill of Susuhara.
それが呪い。
That's the curse.
はあ？
What?
私たちはあれのすすに惹かれる。
We are attracted to his soot.
お前とてなぜあれに惹かれるのか理由などわからぬはずだ。
You must have found yourself attracted to him for reasons you can't comprehend. What was she going on about? My body hurt, my mind was in a daze, and I could barely move. Yet, she had the gall to put that creepy doll next to me and start spouting nonsense? What was wrong with her?
何を言ってんのかわかりませんが、あなたと話すと疲れます。
I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm getting exhausted just talking to you.
誰か呼んでくれませんか？喉が渇きました。
Could you call for someone? I'm thirsty.
お前の母親が下にいた。呼べば喜んで飛んでくるだろう。
Your mother's right outside. I'm sure she'd be happy to drop in.
この気持ち悪い人形持って帰ってください。
Also, please take that creepy doll with you. Intense pain accompanied my attempt to move. It felt like my whole body was shattering apart. But I didn't want to see this creepy thing a second longer, so I fought hard to pick it up. However, the pain was so great that I ended up dropping it on the floor. And at that precise moment, I blacked out.
いらないなら持って帰るけど
I'll take it if you don't need it.
あんたの寿命がそれで終わるだけ
But that will merely mark the end of your lifespan. What? Before I knew it, the doll I dropped in the floor had been pressed into my chest. It seemed that I was only unconscious for as long as the doll had been away from me. But my condition was clearly worse than before. The sense of swelling in my abdomen I'd managed to ignore earlier has now overwhelmed me.
嘘でしょ
No way. I couldn't even stay conscious without having this creepy doll at my side. Oh, right. I was becoming a chrysalis. That had to be why this feeling was so terrible. But that also meant I'd soon be reborn. But there was a part of me that exasperated by my lingering belief in that notion. Was I becoming a chrysalis to get Lily back? Or had I merely been deceived by the monster disguised as Susahara? I couldn't tell anymore. So, all I can do is believe in the more hopeful possibility.
私は死にません
I won't die.
死ぬとしたらクルス・リリアが消えるだけ
No, if I do die, that means Lydia Kurusu will vanish.
すぐに私はこの殻を破ってリリーとして生まれ変わるんです
Soon I will be broken out of the shell and be reborn as Lily. Kurokami probably didn't understand a word I just said. I couldn't blame her. I was just mumbling nonsense.
お前は一体何しに来たんですか
What are you doing here anyway?
奇病に侵されて余命いくばくと聞き様子を見に来た
I came to check on you when I heard you'd come down with a strange illness and didn't have much time left.
奇病
A strange illness?
そういうことになってるんでしょう
Well, I suppose that is not inaccurate.
手遅れだっ
But I was too late.
たもはやできることは何もない
There's no longer anything I could do for you.
余計なお世話です
Mind your own business. The sense of swelling in my abdomen grew and stronger, and it was so hard to breathe that I broke out into a cold sweat. It must have been because I dropped that doll earlier.
お前は死ぬ
You are going to die. Good to know.
しかしそれも定めかもしれぬそして解放でもあるやもしれぬ
Perhaps that is fate, as well as liberation.
何を言ってるかさっぱりです
I have no clue what you're talking about.
さようなら布川の娘
Farewell, daughter of Nunokawa.
死ぬことが許されたお前が羨ましい
I envy you the privilege of dying. Girl sounds.
おや呼んでもらえますか
Could you get my mother?
Right after Kurokami left the room, my mother came tearfully rushing in. It seemed she'd been told I was in critical condition and might not wake up again. She was elated with belief that I was on the road to recovery, but I knew her joy would be short-lived. It was my body. I knew it best. Just as Kurokami had said, I wouldn't last much longer. It was only thanks to the grace of whatever that creepy doll that I was staying conscious. And besides, while the doll had arrived looking like it was fresh out of the shelf, its hair is now frizzing and its kimono is tearing, like it stood the test of time. I could barely breathe, but my mind was clear, so I quickly said what I had to. I didn't have a moment to spare. Mom, thank you for everything. Tell Dad the same. I'm probably gonna die soon. I don't have much time left. And there's someone I need to spend time with. Please call for him. Girl sounds. Ooh. News of Nunokawa's mysterious illness and critical condition reached the LCSC. I hadn't spoken to her all that much, but she'd given me a ticket to her debut concert, and though we hadn't known much about each other for long, she seemed to enjoy my company. So I wanted to go visit her in a hospital, but they weren't allowing any visitors. It was then I got the call. Nunokawa was at death's door, and she had wanted to see me before the end. This may sound unfair to her, but I honestly had no idea why she'd ask for me. Normally, you'd want to spend time with in your final moments with people you cared for the most, like close friends or family. Hi, Merrick. So I didn't have a clue why I took priority above all of them. It's because she fell in love with your doppelganger. Ooh. The doll looks so jacked up. And that's my story. Huh. I didn't know what to say. Who in the world was the me she kept meeting at night after night? I hadn't even seen her more than once since the day of her concert. I'd gone looking for her group's booth to say hi to her, but in the end, neither Natsu nor I could find it. I hadn't spoken to her since that day. She gave me the ticket at the shrine, but I didn't know if I should tell her that, because I wanted to believe her. However, she was probably in critical condition because of that thing that posed as me. All I could do was hang my head dumbfounded. I have both cats on my desk. One is emphatically licking the other, so if they start fighting, I'm sorry. You will hear them fight. I know none of this makes sense to you. It must sound crazy. But even if it's crazy, I wanted to tell you about it. Bangers is taking up so much space. I don't even know why it is
that I couldn't get you out of my head.
どうして私は
I don't know how to start a poll. You have too much faith in me, Merrick. Type 1 for bangers, type 2 for beans. Oh, it's starting. She's biting him in the neck. Play-by-play catfight. She's biting his neck with a few periodic lifts, and he's he's giving into her dominance. He's laying down on my arm. I cannot move my arm. She is biting his shoulder. He's not resisting. She's biting his head. He's not resisting. I think Beans is a clear dominant force in this battle. And Bangers is a little subby wubby. Hey, you little bitch boy. Can I have my arm back? Can I have my arm back, you little bitch boy? Okay, I also lost arm privileges. Hopefully they don't actually fight. Anyway. Why was I so attracted to you? I couldn't tell her. It was a mystery to us both. Why was it she took such a liking to me? We're attracted to his soot. That was what Kurakami had said. According to Nunukawa, she had also said this. The curse seeks the soot, so it deceives us. That's the curse. I forgot I'm in window capture. I should change to game capture because it still shows Steam announcements. Ooh, I'm scuffed. Oh, there they go. Get him. You can take that. It was a meager punch. I guess they're both sleepy. Now they're being tsundere and looking off on different directions. They were being so lovey-dovey. What the hell? Kitty cat theater. Kitty cat theater. That's the curse.
呪われていると
I'm cursed.
そんな風なことを言ってました。
No, she's headbutting the mic. She's snuggling the
本当
mic.
に
She's cuddling
失礼
you.
ですよね。
Yeah, you cuddled the mic, Beanie. That's basically what she said, wasn't it? Seriously, how rude. I didn't recall getting cursed, but I remembered what Kurokami had told me in the shrine. You're corrupted. Just who was Toei Kurokami? Oh. The fight has ensued and she sat on my keyboard. You guys, relax. It's not that serious. Okay. And why was it she weighed so heavily in my mind? My feelings for her sounded a lot like Lydia's for me. And attraction without any solid basis. What was the curse? Was that the curse?
急に呼びつけて、こんなわけのわからない話を聞かせて。
I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue and telling you this insane story. I moved the keyboard. Now everything's in one little quadrant of my desk though. So hopefully they don't spill anything.
僕に何かできることはある
Is there anything I can do?
だから呼んだんです。
Yeah, that's why I called for you.
もし本当に私が若返るなら。
He keeps slowly punching her. It's so stressful. You gonna say the N-word, Bangers? You gonna say slur? You're gonna make fun of a religious sect, perhaps? Nope, they're laying back down. I think they're chill. Now I'm getting licked. A lot. Yep, that's my kitty update.
If I really do turn young again,
姿を先輩に見てほしいんです。
I want you to see what I look like.
私わかるんです。もうすぐ私というさなぎが帰るって。
I'm a chrysalis. I can tell I'm going to hatch soon.
それを 見届ければいいんだね。
And you want me to see that through, right? Yes.
そしてもしそれがとても魅力的だったなら
And if you find that you love the old me,
私を認めると声をかけてくれませんか
could you please say you accept me? Girl, you're turning back into a 10-year-old. I think she works for the FBI. She's trying to do an entrapment. Ma'am, I have hurt no children.
It was the doppelganger who was 45 giving you drugs in the park, not me. That wasn't me. I'm just a little boy. Ooh. Ooh. Big stretch. Do you hear my joints crack? Oof. Big oof, big stretch. She's coming. I can feel it. Ooh, she's coming. See the sound of her coming? Whoa. Whoa.
大丈夫？今誰かに。
Take a seat. Are you okay? I'll go call for...
呼ばないで先輩だけが
You heard my cracks. Nah. I'll start muting then. I have full body arthritis, so my body cracks like insanely when I stretch. You don't... I just want you to watch. Ooh. You do my wrists like eternally. Can you hear my wrists? It's my wrists. They're crunchy. Please. Pull back the covers and look at my body. Oh, we got a hiss and a scratch and a chunk of fur. The fight happened. Bean wins. You think she's naked under there? You think she's naked under there? She wants me to see her 10-year-old girl body. Ooh, YouTube. Susan, don't ban me. This game doesn't show anything. It just describes it with colorful language. Pulling back a girl's covers felt like taking off her clothes, so I was a bit reluctant. I sound like bubble wrap. Yeah, I'm full of bubbles in my puddle. She better... Oh, you better not be naked. Ooh, you better not. But I fulfilled her wish. Ooh! La gasp. I gasped. La gasp. Her body was so...
綺麗だよ。
You're pretty. After all of this, he's just fine with her the way she is. Of course he is. He's a teen boy and she's got the awooga bones set in already. She's got the hips and the tits. Engage awooga. Limerence activate. You're lying. I'm a chrysalis right now. I must look so disgusting. No, you're just schizophrenic. Indeed. She looked like a chrysalis. An insect's pupa. Was what she dreamed of truly lying inside there? Hoping for that just seemed so... Keeping my thoughts from showing on my face was harder than anything else. She believed her most beautiful self was resting inside of her. But it was just too difficult to imagine what her ideal was, when it was already difficult enough as it was to look at that. Despite that, I lied.
みっともなくなんかないよ。
He lied. He lied. She looks normal. What are they talking about? What disgusting crystal? Well, how is this lying? You're not disgusting. She looks like a regular girl. She just got some dishwater ass colored hair. Just some hair dye. That should be fine.
リリアちゃんの
Some dirty rag ass
綺麗
hair.
な体だよ。
Your body is beautiful. Bro's a lolicon and he's not even trying to hide it. That's why he likes his cousin so much, because she's the most lolly out of all of them. No, Alice. Alice is the most lolly, actually. Thank you, Susuhara. Oh my god, she said nig. And just then, it shook, and she started moaning in agony. I heard what sounded like wood cracking. It was the sound of the head of the doll snapping off. And then, as if there was the signal, the time finally came. Susuhara, please watch. Ooh. Ooh. She looks rough, dog. And if I'm cute, if I'm stunning, please tell me. I want to hear that as Lydia Kurusu. Bro, she exploded. Bro. Okay, maybe there was something in there ready to come out, I guess. A muddy muck, like pitch black blood, like amniotic fluid spewed out of the tear in her stomach and scattered everywhere. It gushed out of her like a geyser, staining the sheets, walls, and the ceiling with its filth. It sprayed on me too, but I couldn't turn away. Oh my god, she's still alive. Oh. Oh, honey. Ooh, I'm sorry. Susuhara, am I being reborn as my beautiful self? Yeah, you're beautiful. This crazy cunt. Oh my god. She did it! Yatta! Oh, hey birds, welcome. Susuhara finally accepted me. Nice. A moment later, a misshapen lump of flesh has burst forth. An orange light scattered along with its black muck. I found that sight utterly beautiful. The black muck blanketed the walls caught on fire the second the spark hit it. That went for me too. Amidst the world's wreathed in crimson flames, I saw it. Something like black soot sputtered from her corpse and formed into the shape. Beanie's dismounted the desk. Of a human. Wow. It was a child with horns like withered branches growing out of her head. Oh, she's so cute! Oh my god! Wait, should I kill the chat? Behold, the child. Here, you don't need to see me either. Behold, the child. You can kind of see her butt cheeks. Yes, I'm a very cozy no-no. Yes, my puddle is detachable. I just have no brain function when it's not close to my head. Kill us, please. Okay.
A wreath in crimson flames and clad the cursed black sun was the avatar of the curse, looking up at the ceiling and celebrating its birth. I treaded all over the disfigured corpse, or it treaded all over the disfigured corpse that was once Lydia. Did you kill Lydia? There was no way I could hold a conversation with something inhuman. But my thoughts must have gotten through to it. Because it looked right at me. And its curved lips, or it curved its lips into a smirk. I readied my fist. It was the only dedication I could offer before God. And when I saw that, the thing stared with confusion for a moment before throwing its head back in laughter. It was pointless. You couldn't strike the moon by hitting its reflection. There was no way you could punch something inhuman in human guise. But I couldn't help but try. I wanted Lydia's soul to rest at peacefully as possible. The thing sneered, as though it read my thoughts. It shot me a pitying, mocking look, almost as if it were blaming me for this. Had it killed her? Or did I really bear some curse that brought misfortune to those approached? Only this thing knew the answer.
I'm gonna punch the shit out of this child.
Hot upon! Okay. No. Perhaps the other one knew too.
Ooh, they're in cahoots. Let me guess, you wake up? Ooh, it was all a dream. Oh, is this another ending sequence? Chapter end. Music video time. I like this part. See, you don't need me here. I'm an eyesore. Like, no, I kind of fit in now with the green. I've discovered being a green character that my aesthetic kind of clashes with literally everything. I tried to make a thumbnail for the first time today. It was ugly. That was chapter 4, folks. Yippee! Yippee, we did it. Natsuya is still my favorite. Kurokami is a close second. I really like the badass background story of the cousin, so I hope she's next. Because she did, in the beginning, have this outburst where she was like a... Do you know what a sukeban is? Like, the delinquent schoolgirls who, like, do motorcycles and, like, smoke cigarettes and play pachinko and type of shit. I'm really excited to meet that side of the cousin. She was pretty badass. Green goes pretty hard. Fuck when you smoke it. You ever try to chroma key green character? It's a fucking pain in my ass. Just need a different color background is all. Pink. I typically go for pink. I wonder the significance of the deer. There's 4 deer, 4 girls, right? No. There's only 3 girls. Unless, do you think the teacher is one of the girls? Ooh, I want to know if the teacher's one of the girls. Sukeban. It's like a Yankee, but for females. Hello, some anime guy with a profile picture. I don't believe I said hello yet, so hello. 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 Alright, we're 2 hours in. Let's go. Let's just give her.
Though the school was quiet on Sunday, LCSC's clubroom was abuzz with chatter. The piles of goods for the rummage sale had leaked out into the hallway. Today we were sorting and polishing the merchandise.
綺麗にお手入れしないと売り物にならないからね。
You need to make them look really good or they'll never sell.
まあ基本は不要品だしね。
Everyone knows they're used goods.
ほこりだらけとか当たり前だね。クリンクリンしないとね。
A little dusty is par for the course, but we'll get to make them squeaky clean.
お任せ。お掃除魔法でクリンクリン。
See, we're back to the main timeline. Everyone like meets an end and then we go back to the main timeline. I'm not sure the significance of that, but she's alive again. They're doing volunteer work. They're in a community service club. Did someone say squeaky clean? Just leave it to me. With my cleaning magic, I will make them all squeaky clean.
リリーの生クリンクリンいただきました。ブライト
I love the sounds this motherfucker makes. Woo! I get to hear Lily squeaky clean live. Great!
リリアちゃん、ナツくんがおかしくなるから、それはここでは禁止ね。
Hey Lydia, maybe you should put off the Lily stuff on hold for now. I might think it'll make, might be more than Natsu could handle.
はい、鈴原先輩。もう鈴原先輩以外の人の前ではリリーはやりません。
Okay, Suzuhara, I won't act like Lily for anyone except you anymore.
そんな
Eh?
グレート
Oh no, it can't be ungreto.
天
Ooh.
使、ちょっと力仕事してくれる？廊下の山の移動お願い。
Yeah, it's by the same creator of Higurashi and, you know, Umineko and Corpse Party and all that. Hey boys, mind helping with some manual labor? I need somebody to move these piles into the hallway.
力仕事なら任せてください。
We can
That's
handle
good.
that.
行こ
Let's go, Natsu.
スズムンってああ見えて力持ちだよね。
Suzumun is a lot tougher than he looks, huh? Sorry. I smoke weed too often. It probably sounds really annoying. I'm green for a reason. Suzumun's a lot tougher than he looks.
庭で毎日修行してる成果ですね。もうバシンバシン。
It's because he trains in the garden every day, like wham wham and stuff.
かっこいいです。修行って何ですか？
That sounds so cool. What kind of training is it?
袴姿になってね。わらを木の幹にパンチパンチなんだよ。
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm dying. Okay. He dressed up in a dojo uniform and hits a tree wrapped up in a bunch of straw like Punch Punch.
あー
Punch Punchy.
鈴原先輩の袴姿とかすっごい見てみたいです。
Punchy. Wow, Suzuhara, in a dojo uniform? Oh, I'd certainly like to see that.
リディアンって
She's
ス
horny.
ズムン萌えなわけ？
Ooh, you got a thing for Suzumun now, Lillian?
いや、そんなわけじゃないです。
What? No, of course not.
っていうかさ、スズムン来てから明らかに部活来る回数多くなったよね。
You know, come to think of it, you've been showing up a lot more since Suzumun joined.
前は誘ってもお稽古で忙しいだったのにさ。
What happened to being too busy with idol practice?
それはですね。
Well, I,
わかりやすいね。
You're so easy to read.
それ言ったらチコチだってずいぶん部活来るようになったよね。
Look, he's calling the kettle black. You've been coming here a lot more too, haven't you, Kiki? That's your cousin, ma'am. It's your fucking cousin, ma'am.
わかりやすい。
Never forget. You're too easy to read too, Harumiya.
まあ確かにスズムンって可愛いしクールだしそれでいて頼もしいし。
Yeah, I know. Suzumun's got both cuteness and coolness on his side, and he's super reliable to boot.
ちょっと気になっちゃう男
She's
子だ
not
よ
even
ね
trying to hide it. Girl loves incest. Who wouldn't want a piece of him for themselves? Ooh, girl
わか
talk.
ります。鈴原先輩
Break me off a piece
ど
of
こか
that.
他の男子と違うんですよね。
I know what you mean. There's something about Susahara other boys don't have. Ooh.
アスタくんが賑やかだから余計そう感じちゃうかもね。
Maybe it stands out more because he's next to someone wild and crazy like Atsuta. Leave my man out of
ア
this.
スタくんがいるから
That is my
鈴
man.
の涼しさが際立つ。
Those two are like fire and ice. Though I think I prefer the ice in this case. We all chuckled. Nidia and Minobe both nodded when I said Atsuta was still cute in his own way.
でもさ、いいの？裏配だっけ？芸能人って恋愛禁止じゃないの？
But are you sure you could talk about this? I thought Flower High or whatever said romance is a big no-no. I'm a big no-no.
恋愛じゃないです。尊敬と
No, no
信用
reference.
です。
I'm not in love with him. I just respect him and hold him dear.
ヒコッチーだってスズムンとは親戚関係なんでしょ？
And what about you, Kiki? You two are related, aren't you?
いとこ同士は結婚できないんじゃなかったっけ？
I'm pretty sure marrying your cousin is frowned upon just about everywhere.
スズムとはもっと浸透が離れてるから結婚ももう待ったいたい。
What the fuck? It's not like we're first cousins, so marriage is no hey problema. Whatever the fuck that means. No problema.
私はスズムにそういう感情は。
It's not like I'm interested in him in that way. Ooh.
へえ、お二人ともそうなんだね。あらよかった。
I live at home in the trailer. Oh, so that's how it is now? Then I guess it's all good.
男子とかはあんまり興味がないオイラなんだけどさ、スズムンだけは気になっちゃって。
She's a lesbian. I know, but first cousins surely has to be at least taboo, legal or not. You know? It's like how for a while there you could sleep with a 14-year-old, but I'm sure not a lot of people were too happy about it. Certainly wasn't celebrated outside of the samurai era. I'm not all that interested in guys myself, but Suzumun is an exception.
二人が恋愛対象じゃないって言うなら、オイラが先にお手つきしちゃおうかな。
Since it sounds like you two aren't interested, I think I'll just call dibs. She just kicked her.
手が滑って拭いていたツボが。
Oh dear me. The face I was cleaning slipped right out of my hand.
私は足が滑って肘が先輩の溝落ちに。
Oops! I tripped and elbowed you in the solar plexus. Man, you act like I'm gonna persecute you for shit. Man, the rules here are anarchy. The only people who will suppress you are the YouTube gods. I'm not reporting you though. I don't give a fuck. If you get reported though, that's not my problem. You do you, man. The LCSC had gotten a lot livelier since Suzumu joined. It seemed the others were unaware of just how big of an impact he had on us all. Most boys our age were some form of pathetic, irritating, or just plain out of touch with their emotions. I was just as interested in a romance as any other girl my age, but I'd hardly ever met anyone as cool and dignified as Suzumu. We all had our types, but one thing was for sure, Suzumu got top scores among all of us at the LCSC. Of course, we didn't let our chatting get in the way of work. We were good at double tasking. We met up with Suzumu and Atsuta, and by the time evening approached, we'd finished sorting out and cleaning the rubbish sale goods without a hitch. Yippee! Don't look at me with them big old eyes.
お疲れ様。
We're done. Good work, guys.
いよいよバザー本番も来週となりました。
The rummage sale will be next week.
バザーだけでいいのにな。なんで変なのまで引き受けちゃうんだか。
They should have just let us show up at the rummage sale. Why do we have to do all the other stuff too?
社会地域奉仕貢献部だからじゃないでしょうか。
Because we're the local community service club, perhaps?
でもお泊まり会がちょっぴりワクワクだね。
Either way, I'm really excited for the sleepover. Sleepover episode!
家からの方が近いんだがな。
Well, in my case, my place is actually closer to the event.
そうだね。夏くんの場合、家が会場の真ん中も同然だね。
Yeah, that's right. Your home is practically in the middle of it. The Iwaihime Shopping District Association would be sponsoring an event next week called the Iwaihime Happy Fun Carnival. The LCSC would be in charge of its rummage sale. Any earnings would go to the charities, of course, but apparently that wasn't enough community service for us. So we were also supposed to get up early to stand around and prevent illegal bike parking during the shopping district's parade.
なんでたまよんそんな仕事まで引
Damn.
き受けちゃうの
Child labor. The fuck?
Mayuhin, why'd you even accept this job?
シャラップ。地域に貢献、シャチをこぶって素晴らしい。顧問は一体誰かしら。私、チヤホヤ。
Shut up! Do community service. Wow, the LCSC is amazing. So who's their advisor? And then I get showered with love.
グレイトなほど先生の私利私欲全開だぜ。
Give me a second.
シャラップ。シャラップ。シャラップ。シャラップ。シャラップ。シャラップ。地域に貢献、シャチをこぶって素晴らしい。顧問は一体誰かしら。私、チヤホヤ。
Chia-hoya!
The end.
Chia-hoya!
Okay, wait. There's another one. There was another one though. Give me a second. Just give me a minute. I just need a minute. Just 1 second. Is this it?
そんなグレイト。
Okay. Miss Hinagata sure has some great priorities, huh?
こういう素直
Oh my god, like 3 people left when I did that. Get fucked, I guess. Some people don't understand the true art of visual novels, which is going back and playing voice lines over again. At least she's honest. I could learn a thing or two from her.
褒めてもらえることを期待しての奉仕だっていけないことじゃないと思うよ。
I don't think it's wrong to expect some praise from the community service.
そうそう。やらない善よりやる偽善ってね。
Right, Mundo? Better to do it yourself than not do it at all.
人間、褒められる
Yeah.
ことを
Shut up!
何事も
Shut up!
大事ね。
It's hard for people to find motivation unless they expect some sort of level of praise for their work.
布川さんはマスク着用でバザーの準備のお手伝いをお願いね。
Nunokawa, make sure you wear a mask so you can help us set up for the rummage sale, okay?
芸能人だからね。目立つ仕事はできないよね。
Right? She's an idol. She can't be seen doing this sort of work, right?
ステージ以外でマジカルリリーをストーキングする不届き野郎は俺のグレートナックルでぶちのめしてやるぜ。
Any assholes out there trying to stalk Magical Lily offstage are gonna get a taste of my great muscles. Knuckles and muscles. Hey.
グレートナックルって
They're dropping
呼び
like
出しコスト
flies
3のカー
though.
ドだっけ？
But don't you need to tribute 3 monsters to summon the great knuckle to the field? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Did they just make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference?
そうだぜスサラ。お前は覚えるのが早いな。さすがはグレートな男。
That's right, Susahara. You catch on quick. You really are a great man.
自転車を止めようとする人にグレートナックルしちゃダメだからね。
Now, nobody's using any great or not so great knuckles on any would-be hooligans. There had been many cases of Susuda station commuters illegally parking their bikes in the old shopping district just next door. It had become such a problem that the administration finally ran out of patience and designated the shopping district a crackdown zone for illegal bikes parking.
That's their loss, I think.
But the lawbreakers weren't going to let that stop them. They simply left the old shopping district and turned their sights on the nearby Iwaihime district instead. Unattended bikes would get in the way of the parade through the shopping district. So they asked for us to get up early and patrol the sidewalk to ensure that the streets could stay clear for at least the day of the parade. Of course, this would be a joint job with the shopping district association, though they were originally supposed to do it themselves. As for why Miss Hinagata accepted the job like that in the first place,
なので早朝の仕事に備えて前夜はお泊まり会を決行して親睦も深めちゃいましょう。
so she did it because she wanted to have a sleepover with a bunch of teenagers. Sussy. So to prepare for the job, we'll have a sleepover the night before and get some good old-fashioned club bonding time. She really just wanted to have a sleepover now that we had 2 new members to liven up the place. But there was no way the school would allow one without a good reason. So she'd volunteered for an early morning security job to give her the justification she needed. Long story short, this was 120% the result of Miss Hinagata's selfishness.
お泊まり会のご飯何にしようね。
What should we make for dinner that night?
見延べけんじゃん。こういう時はカレーって決まってるね。
Well, at the Arkamae Minobe Kingdom, the traditional sleepover meal is curry.
ああ、いいよね、カレー。グッズグッズハッピーハッピー。
Oh, I like that. Seeing some good curry bubbling in the pot is a great way to make you feel really, really happy.
ちょっと女子力的にどうかと思います。
I don't know.
せっかく男子がいるんですよ。ここで料理の腕を見せなくてどうするんですか。
We finally got boys around, right? So this isn't the time we should be showing off our cooking skills.
カレーって女子力ないかな。レトルトじゃなくても。
You don't think curry is feminine? Not even if we make the roux?
ちょっとポイントは低いんじゃないか。
I still don't think that's enough.
ほんじゃあリディアンは何を作る？
So what are you gonna make, Lillian?
まあ和洋どっちで攻めるかですが、和風なら渋く煮物系で、洋風なら手ごねハンバーグとか定番かと。
I'm not sure whether to go with Western or Japanese style. With Japanese food, I'd make something classy and boiled, but if we go Western, I would definitely make a solid hamburger steak.
おお、家庭的でポイントがアップアップっぽい。
Wow, you're sounding more and more wifely by the second.
男子は綺麗なのより家庭的なのが好きだそうだからね。
Boys definitely prefer a lady who's skilled around the house over one that just looks pretty. Right on, Lillian.
一応小学校の時にお料理教室に通ってましたんで。
Well, I didn't take that cooking class in elementary school for nothing.
ほんじゃリリアンが料理担当、オイラは配膳担当ってことで一つ。
Sweet. Then Lillian can do the cooking, and I'll set the table.
構いませんけど、男子のポイント、私が全部独り占めですよ。
I don't mind, but you do realize that means getting all the glory, right?
私的には鈴原先輩にアピールできるチャンスなのでありがたいですけど。
I certainly won't be complaining about an opportunity to get in Susuhara's good graces.
却下。オイラにも見せ場のある料理じゃないと部長権限で否決する。
Denied. Any plans where I don't get to show off too is getting the hard presidential pass. For dinner that night of the sleepover, we'd be using the home economics classroom. For us girls, this was just the perfect chance to show off our feminine charms. The LCSC was having a meeting at the fast food joint in the shopping district to decide what to cook.
そうだ、男 いてみるのはどうかな。
I know. Why don't we ask the boys what they'd
男
like?
子の食べたいものなんてどうせ大したもんじゃないと思うよ。
It's not like they're gonna suggest anything like that takes real effort.
すずむ、好きな食べ物とかってある？
Suzumu, what do you like to eat?
何でも好きだよ。
Anything is fine with me.
出ましたね。女泣かせの人。
Get these women back in their kitchens.
And there it is, the line that makes the girl weep the world over.
嫌いなものはある？
Is there anything you don't like?
ないですよ。何でも感謝して食べます。
Whatever, man. No, I'm grateful for whatever I get to eat.
セロリとかピーマンでも平気なわけ？
So that means you're good with just celery and green peppers? Yeah.
さすがはスサラ。好き嫌いがねえとはグレートな男だぜ。
That's a great Susahara for you. He's not picky at all.
もっと待て。その攻撃に俺の計略カードグレート台風が発動だ。
Hold it right there. Your attack triggered my trap card. Great Typhoon.
ああ、やられた。夏くんは強いな。
Oh man, you got me. You're so good, Natsu.
ちょっと男子、カードゲームで遊んでないで。
Come on, guys. Quit playing that card game.
なんでも
Yu-Gi-Oh is more important than talking to women, okay? Get your priorities straight, bitch. Ugh. Get back in your kitchen.
We don't have anything to go off if you're fine with whatever.
質問の仕方を変えたらいいと思います。ね
I believe this calls for a different approach.
え、鈴原先輩。お嫁さんにするならどんなタイプの女性が好きですか？
What does that have to do with food?
Say, Susahara, just hypothetically speaking, what type of woman do you want to marry?
She's really gonna drop that landmine on him now?
俺の熱さについてこられる熱い女がいいぜ。
I want a passionate woman who's just as passionate as me. Oh, you'll get it.
夏
Pinky.
代お兄ちゃんらしいね。でもリリー、暑いのは苦手なの。
That sounds just like you, big bro. But just so you know, passion can be a bit overwhelming for little old me.
No! I'm great!
My king! No, I'm great!
スズムンはどんなタイプの子と結婚したいわけ？
What kind of girl does Suzumoon want for his own?
Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second.
No! I'm great!
Fantastic work. Atsuta is the best VA. Oopsies.
ごくり
Crunchy. My bones are crunchy. Go.
身の丈に合った普通の子でいいよ。
I think I just like someone who's normal. Big
ど
ass.
んな人であっても生涯を共に過ごしたいと誓い合えたならきっと素敵だと思うから。
No matter who it is, though, I'm planning on spending the rest of my life with them. They'll be wonderful no matter what.
普通の子というのは家庭的な庶民的な女の子という解釈でよろしいですか？
May I take normal girl to mean domestic girl next door type?
まあそういうことなのかな。
I guess so.
スズムは家庭的な
So Suzumu prefers domestic girls.
つまり肉じゃがとか焼き鮭とかそういうのが好きってことかね？
In that case, he's got to like real at-homey meals like meat and potato stew and grilled salmon and like all that jazz, right?
なるほど。
Domesticate your women. Let them out of the cage. They won't piss in your potted plants.
I see. I've got a good idea of what he likes now.
先輩、
I might piss in your
こ
potted
こは一
plants.
つ勝負としませんか？
Say, girls, why don't we make a contest out of this?
勝負って
A contest?
まさか3人でそれぞれおかずを1品ずつ作るとか？
Wait, you're gonna suggest we all make our own dishes, aren't you?
そうです。鈴原先輩に誰のおかずが一番美味しかったか決めてもらいます。
Yes.
We'll determine which of our dishes Susuhara likes best.
勝ったら何かあんの？
And what does the winner get?
お泊まり会当日、満天の星空の下、先輩と二人で牧場デートを
Honest, that looks like something the teacher would say. What would you say to a date on the roof, all alone, with Susuhara, right under the stars? You can't just wager my time like that. I'm a busy man. Well, you are real bold, Lydia. I am blushing.
おいこら、フラハイは恋愛禁止じゃないのか。
Hold the phone. Again, I thought romance was a big no-no for a Flower High member. Big no-no.
恋愛じゃないです。親愛です。
It's not love, it's just affection.
それに二人きりだからこそ話せることってあると思うんです。
Besides, there are some things you can talk about when you're all alone.
私は芸能人クルス・リリアとして大成するにはどうすればいいか、鈴原先輩にご指導をいただきたいので。
I'd like Susuhara to coach me on how I could still be a hit, even as Lydia Kurusu.
二人きりで？おほ、大胆。
All alone? Damn, you got spunk. No, but she's gonna get spunk, am I right? You don't wait for these things to happen. You make them happen. She was a real go-getter. That was a star for you.
面倒でしたら先輩方は危険でも結構ですよ。
But if it's too much trouble, the two of you could just sit this one out.
やっちゃる。見延県に敵前逃亡の虹はない。
Them's fighting words. The Arcanine Minobe Kingdom doesn't know the meaning of surrender.
4時だと思うな。
It's kind of hard to surrender when you haven't even tried to fight.
上等ですね。参考までに見延先輩の得意料理は
Splendid. Now, just for reference, what's one of your best dishes, Minobe?
カップラーメンは時計を見なくてもぴったり3分でわかる。
Classy. I can tell when my cup ramen is ready without even looking at a clock.
なるほど。勝負当日まで実力は明かさないというわけですね。
I see, so you don't intend on revealing your true skills until the day of the match, do you?
多分違うと思う。
No, I think she's serious.
春宮先輩は勝負します？
What about you, Harumiya? Are you in or you out? Huh?
私、実は春宮先輩にはちょっと嫉妬しておりまして。
You see, I'm actually a bit jealous
た
of
だ
you.
親戚関係というだけで、鈴原先輩のことをすずむとファーストネームで呼んでいる
A cup noodle made with love, okay? Lots of love. You get to call Susuhara by his first name simply because you're related.
最近は慣れたけど、オイラも最初はこの二人付き合ってんのかなって思ったね。
I know better now, but yeah, I thought you guys were dating at first.
遠縁だけど親戚だし、そこは気さくに、
Oh, it's just we're related and we're not like super close, so I was just trying to be friendly, I guess. I don't.
裏山けしからんというやつです。なので、勝負を棄権するというなら、
Now that's just cheating. All right. If you abstain from the
鈴
contest,
原先輩のことは今後、鈴むと呼び捨てにするのを禁止にします。
you will be banned from calling Susuhara's first name from now onwards. What?
ギコチ、勝負しなよ。オイラもするんだからさ。
Come on, Kiki, join in. I'm doing it too.
花嫁修行中とか前に言ってなかった？
Delicious fuck your cousin curry. Besides, didn't you say you were training for marriage?
私、
Marriage to your cousin.
さんになるために修行中。
Yeah, I'm practicing so I could be a wonderful wife.
ならば勝負を逃げる道理はありません。
And there's no reason for you to bow out, is there?
勝負してください、春宮先輩。鈴原先輩を呼び捨てにできる権利、かけてもらいますよ。
Please join in, Harumiya. Your right to call Susuhara by his first name is on the line, you know.
本当だ。その勝
You're on. I accept.
はい男子ゲーム中断こっち向いて
Okay, boys, pause your little game and give us a
お泊まり
minute.
会の夕食はミステリーメニューに決まりました
We've decided we'll be putting together a mystery menu for the night of the sleepover.
おそりゃ一体どんなメニューなんだ
Well, what are you guys planning?
当日のお楽しみにってことかな。
It's a mystery, so I guess we'll have to wait to find out.
そういうことですおかず3品は私たちが担当します
Precisely. The three of us will be in charge of cooking the main dishes.
男子はご飯とお味噌汁が担当だよ
You boys will be in charge of the rice and the miso soup.
任せろその程度だったら朝飯前だぜ
Leave it to me, that'll be a piece of cake.
僕もおかずが作りたかったな。
I wish I could have made a side dish.
鈴原先輩にはおかずの優劣を決めるという重要な仕事がありますので
Don't worry, you'll be determining the quality of the dishes, Susahara. It's a very important job.
というわけで女子一同正々堂々頑張るよ
Alright, girls, let's settle this fair and square.
おいらも美濃部県の郷土料理を見せてやる
The Arcanine Minobe Kingdom's cooking's gonna rock your world.
私も全力で行きますので恨みっこなしですよ
I won't be holding back either. Let there be no hard feelings.
私も負けないぞ
Well, I'm not gonna lose. Ooh. I think this is a good spot. I think this is a good spot. So I'm just gonna add this to the quick save dossier. And I'm gonna shut her down. I'm gonna shut her down. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go like this. Nope, not that one. This one. Ha 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 ha. There we go. And we're gonna go like this. Woo woo woo, it's me. Hello, hello. Oh fuck, I forgot I'm bald. Okay. I don't have a top of a head, I'm sure you understand. So. That was fun. 2.5 hours isn't so bad. And I think we made it to a point in the game where I'm comfortable with stopping. I'm pretty sore. Sitting upright hurts when you got a bunch of fucked up stuff going on in your spine and your hips. So I am going to go take a little rest and then get ready to put my kid to bed. Make sure she gets settled in and all that when she's home from being out and about. So thank you for chilling out, Zonis. You are a real one. You've been here pretty much the whole time. And everybody who stopped by, John, the some guy. I need a real name to call you. We got to give him a better name. We'll give you a nickname one day. And Merrick, solid. Bird, solid. Kiwami, solid. All very good boys come to play today. Chum Slider, I think I saw him there earlier too. Many good boys come to hang out. And I hope you have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, oh Zed, I didn't see you. I will do my stretches. I got like this whole physio thing that the doctor makes me do. Don't worry, I know how to take care of myself. You take care of yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it down, and yeah. Sorry I never really plan. I just kind of pop out of nowhere, and I'm always surprised to see some of you guys show up, so I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good weekend. Okay? Goodbye, 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 goodbye.